Hey guys, here's the deck list. So go ahead and pause it, rewind it, whatever you need to do. It's very specific, and that's how I like to play it. Plug and play if you'd like, and that's what I like. So here we have a little test match against a novice computer. You see I start out with Galleon, and we're going to shuffle in a bunch of Dragon Priest masks with him, and so we can just, dump our Dragon Priest masks onto him and keep using his ability to shuffle in Gardener Swords and Master of Arms. Here our ability to banish is being demonstrated, but you need to use it on like Mummify. It's really good against Mummify because if they Mummify your Master of Arms with all his weapons, then all those weapons go away. Goodbye. So yeah, you're going to want to use these guys over here to kind of just discard, and you use your camels to discard your glass helms, unless you absolutely need them, but it's going to be hard to play them. And yeah, like, if you're getting rushed with this deck, it's going to be kind of hard for you. You're going to want to try to fish out your maces with your little like Crucible Blacksmiths, and just hold on to your Ice Storms as long as you possibly can. But it's been done. I've used this deck many times, so it's doable. So the reason why this works so well is because of the Master of Arms and the Dragon Priest Mask comboing with the Glass Helm of Remedy for that healing effect, and the Mace of Encumbrance for the Shackle. I've shackled entire boards. It applies to multiplicatively to your Gardener Swords, and it just depends on how many of those guys you have on the board. The dream combo obviously is to have a Master of Arms in your hand and 2 Gardener Swords, right? Because that's a 12 turn, that's a 12 mana turn, and it works really well. So some combos that can work with this, let's say you've shuffled in your Gardener of Swords, you shuffled in a couple of them, like I just drew one right here, and you get a bunch of weapons on them and your opponent silences them. Perfect. You have now multiplied those weapons and they're inside of your discard pile. You pull out another Master of Arms, boom, they're back on the board, and now instead of having, let's say, 9 weapons, you have 18, and so on, right? So it just keeps snowballing. So you have a few win conditions with this deck. The main one being, I guess the most realistic one, is the ability to have that 12 turn play where you push all your weapons out of your discard pile onto these 3 units that are on the board right now, and you then the following turn have a 4th unit that you put down, like Galleon is representing right now, and the whole board will be shackled, everything's safe, maybe one of your guys dies, but essentially you're going to have 2 telekinesis in your deck, and with those you can kind of, take out a guard here or there and bring those weapons onto one character and 1 turn kill your opponent with like 125 damage, depending on how many weapons you've multiplied. The second win condition that you can achieve with this deck is the beautiful and notorious timeout that I've displayed on 2 separate videos. It happens quite often. You can get it to happen like probably 3 times out of 10. So it's out there and it's very rewarding, because your opponent's just sitting there talking shit. You have 147 life, and you've waited until the rope or your turn is completely almost up, right? You throw down all 3 first, your 2 Gardeners, then your Master of Arms, and you have, the goal is to have at least 60 weapons in your discard pile at the time. If you have around 70, I believe 80 weapons, I think it's like 75. With 75 weapons, you only need 1 Master of Arms and 1 Gardener of Swords to get the timeout. But yeah, it essentially, does what it sounds like. Takes your opponent's turn away from them completely for all 3 turns that they could possibly achieve, and then makes them concede because of timeout. And that is the most beautiful and relishing victory that you can get. But with these camels, you're going to want to definitely toss as many weapons as you can. The goal by turn 12 is to have all 9 items in your discard pile, right? All 3 helms, all 3 maces, all 3 Dragon Priest masks. And so if you use these camels, you suck them out of the discard pile with your shouts. These shouts are useful to get Galleon out. These shouts are useful to get your Master of Arms out as well. So from here, I'm just kind of messing around. This is obviously an NPC, but as you've seen, I've been able to pull this off on multiple different opponents. And yeah, you can use this deck to, have a little bit of fun. Definitely not something for ranked, even though I do mess with it in ranked because it's a definite curveball. But your success with it will be, a lot less probably than it would be in casual. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to hear about I have like 2 or 3, I have like 5 OTK like ridiculous decks that I'll be sharing with you guys. And if you want to see them, I have one with Thorana, the Mill Thorana Ice Spike build, and that's really fun to play. I got 2 of those videos, I believe, on my channel, so go ahead and scroll through my 6 videos that I might have and check them out. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and just hit up the comments. I'll see them and I'll be able to respond because I'm not really super popular on here. So but yeah, I appreciate y'all and have fun, and I hope to see you out there. If you see my player handle, give me an ad and let's duel or something. All right.